You have Jimmy Coita for Drexel, who's been their longtime faceoff guy. Brian Herbert, one of the top faceoff men in the country, coming into today 8th in the nation in faceoff win percentage. As Jimmy Coita, you saw him flinch there early. That's been an issue for him. Some of those traits come in the ride game and obviously on the ground balls as well.
Yeah, the fact that he's planning on coming out the back door in the NLL just speaks to his athleticism and his capabilities as an overall player.
This time, it was a player that in the preseason they expected to be able to perform the way he has, and he has certainly proven the coach is right.
Yeah, he's going to continue to develop and be really, really good for Coach Volker for a long time.
Herbert wins the faceoff, has to go back with it. So now Hofstra, and Herbert went early. Yes, both of them. 14th man-up goal of the year as Coita wins the faceoff. And Coita is a truck when he picks up that ground ball. Big body.
He's going to be able to finish that as well. So we're just seeing that, and the more Bowering's playing, the more comfortable the teammates are getting with him and the more effective they're being.
Bowering, now you add these 3 goals. He's got 17 goals in his last 5 games.
You know, and as we said, just Hofstra, again, still trying to find their flow a little bit. Drexel, they're throwing no-look passes. They're feeling it already.
This is kind of similar to that first meeting we saw between these two. The 12 Chase Patterson, a change-up for Hofstra at the faceoff X. This is something we've seen. He's an elite-level guy, a sophomore out of Council Rock South High School in Pennsylvania. He's won 65% of the year, and he wins the draw.
Yep, key next couple of minutes here for Hofstra.
Good play by Jack Farrell to get the ball on the ground. It's still loose. It's a big ground ball, and it's won by Drexel. We got a flag down. Teams in the country, one of the longest winning streak, winners of 8 in a row coming in. And we got an early go by Coita. That's number 2.
Yep.
On the 3rd face-off violation of the trophy as they went on to make the NCAA tournament. No tournament in 2020. Here in 2021, it's Hofstra and Drexel playing for the first time since 2014 title game, and it's all Drexel so far, 7-1, just 8 goals.
Well, I really like their first midfield line here of that Mulcahy, Mailman, and Gennard. A lot of different looks, and then you throw Tomac in that mix as well. It's tough to defend those 4 guys.
Another ground ball by the Dragons. The freshman out of Annapolis, Maryland, as a face-off win for Chase Patterson and Hofstra. Here in the next couple of years, he is going to be a midfielder to keep an eye on for Drexel.
And that's the thing, with a broken hand, you can't necessarily lift.
It's true. You got a yard sale on that off that face-off. Stick goes flying. And this ball on a procedure will give to Hofstra.
I mean, there's a reason he was a high pick in the PLL.
Yeah, 16th overall selection by the Whip Snakes in the Premier Lacrosse League draft. Tell you what, when he is no longer just the #1 option, and on the Whip Snakes, he joins quite a talented group of
confidence to get in the mix here, along with Tierney.
And we got Jimmy Coita, who went early.
Seeing that life and seeing this momentum from this Hofstra offense.
That was a grown man move from the sophomore from British Columbia.
Yeah, downhill.
Herbert and Coita locked up here at the X. Remember, this was something that was supposed to be taken out of the game with the new standing neutral grip face-off rules. But it's something we have seen a little bit more of here at times this year than was expected. Herbert moves it out. Ground ball. Pryor had a chance at it, trying to move it forward. Drexel scoops it up. And there are the Dragons.
Ryan not stopping and ultimately capitalizing.
Another battle on the face-off. It's 1 ground ball by Drexel. Goals in the semifinal, 2 goals here today in the championship. 4 seed on the comeback trail. Coita got out of that clamp with the win. Now it's once again a ground ball. And honestly, this is a win for Drexel because Brian Herbert's been so good this year at winning faceoffs, getting his own ground ball. More than 100 ground balls. So a 4-1 run here in the 3rd quarter by Hofstra. Once again, Herbert and Coita at the X. Continues to be a lockup here. Herber wins the face-off to himself. Minute 40 to go in the third. And I like the move of Drexel not to wait there. You can see some teams take 20 seconds off the clock. Herber wins the face-off. Herber right in! The answer! Flag is also down as Herber hits the turf.
Hofstra goal scored by number 1, Ryan Herber.
They will check on Herber, but what a way to answer for Hofstra. Oh man, Patrick Udovich threw a haymaker of a hit up high. Releasable penalty, so this is a man down face-off for Drexel. Still 6-on-5 Hofstra, but Jimmy Coita wins the face-off and the ground ball by Sean Quinn. We've seen that a couple of times today.
Just saw there. So, you know, Hofstra comes out with some momentum. Drexel just takes it right back.
Reed Bowering now has 18 goals in his last 5 games. Coita goes early. By the way, last couple of face-offs we've seen Brian. Been a pretty even battle. Hofstra with the slight edge. They've won 2 more face-offs than Drexel, but it's been neck and neck all game long. Herber locked up with Coita. Loose ball. This has come up Drexel more often than not today, but the Pride come up with the ground ball. Pryor. 5 goals for Reed Bowering today.
You start looking at that 5-goal deficit, start looking at the clock.
No, we will not take a timeout. Sorry about that, some miscommunication. Brian Herber, Jimmy Coita back at the face-off X. Once again, a lockup.
This is, the 3rd or 4th we've seen here today.
And in talking with Greg Gorenley, who had a chance to do our semifinal, I asked him, why is this happening when it's not supposed to happen this year? And a lot of it is the officiating of it is still inconsistent. It's going to come down to face-off play. They sent Chase Patterson out there instead of Herber. Coita just straight up wins it. How about the senior? The Whip Snakes roster coming up here in the next couple of months. But for now, and I'm guessing there will be a nice moment on the sideline at some point at the end of this one. Hofstra wins the face-off, 18 seconds to go.